Well, a few different times I've actually had to replace people or let them go. And
Okay.
it's never an easy decision, and it's never an easy conversation when you have it with them.
Uh-huh.
Like at one point I had to replace the lead actor, um and the guy I initially cast, like he's a great person, and like he put in all the effort into it and everything like that. It just wasn't kind of lining up with um, what I needed for the crew character, and so having to make the decision that to replace him was difficult. But then I was kind of terrified to go and have the conversation with him to let him know, but I told him I wanted to meet up with him and sort of talk to him and stuff like that. And so I met with him, and when I actually told him and stuff, and I was just as honest and frank as I could be, like although he was disappointed, obviously, like it turned out okay, So and it turned out better than I thought it was, because in my mind it was going to be like a complete train wreck, and that he was going to be really upset and stuff. And he obviously wasn't happy about it. He was disappointed and stuff, but like he understood, that I was trying to do the best thing for the film, and so it was it turned out okay. And I
Okay.
think that was the surprising thing to me. It was like in my mind it was going to be like this horrible conversation, and it wasn't an easy conversation, but it didn't end like in the horrible way that I had thought in my mind it would be.
So, and when you're having a conversation with this actor that you need to replace, what kind of things did you say or have to pay attention to make sure that the conversation was one that he would be receptive to?
I think you just have to be like honest and sincere as possible, because I mean, they everyone is a person trying to, do their best and stuff. And when you deliver kind of disappointing news, it's important that it's important that you acknowledge the humanity, they because they were helping you out, and they're trying to, do their best and stuff. And even though it wasn't maybe the right fit, it's like you have to respect them as a person and like the effort that they put in so far. And if you can acknowledge that, I think it goes a long way, that they know that, you're not being a dick. Like it was a hard decision. You're trying to do the right thing, and fortunately, this is the way it has to go. But
Were you able to preserve the relationships with these people that you had to end up letting go or replace or change out?
yeah, I mean, I believe so. Like, I think if I, call them up or something, we could probably still get like, coffee or something and
Okay.
talk. Like, yeah,
Yeah, because I think some of the challenges I would say people are afraid of having tough conversations, not only the conversation itself, but the aftermath of the conversation and what that would potentially do to the relationship. So you're
yeah,
telling me that it's possible to be able to have a tough conversation and still preserve the relationship. Depends on how you go about doing it, though.
yeah. I mean, an even tougher situation was one of my friends was doing the sound design, and I, asked him to do that and the music composition. But then when we were going through the trailer, I realized that it wasn't going to be a good fit. And so that was even harder because I'm friends with him, and like I wanted to remain friends and stuff like that. But so after we had the conversation again, like he was disappointed and stuff like that. But we ended up going to dinner and like and talking some more and stuff. And then I went he's part of a band, and I went to see like their one of their gigs a few days later. So so it is possible. I mean and he was okay with it. I actually think maybe I end up feeling worse about it than him, but because I felt so guilty, like, man, am I throwing him under the bus? Like, this is not what I want to do, but it's like I felt like I needed to do it, So that was tough.